So, Mr. Chig, we have a guest again today.
Yay!
This is Chris. Are you officially the Transformer guy?
Okay,
Chris,
I'll be the officially the Transformer guy.
Sure. Chris, the official Transformer guy. So Chris has brought a portion of his enormous Transformers collection here for us to see. As you could see, Unicron.
I have a feeling we're going to be abused.
Right. So you look at this enormous Unicron, and he's heavy too.
Yeah.
This is not a toy. This is a statue.
It's beautiful.
It is.
I'm impressed by the base. I know a lot of times the bases
or throwaways.
Yeah.
But they do
no, because this looks like it's the surface of Cybertron.
Very good.
Oh, Shantae.
See that? Look at that. All right, so let's see what you got. Like, bring out some stuff. We have not seen any of this yet.
Oh man.
No, when they had made prototypes of Unicron with the movie, but they never actually made a toy. Years later, they put out a series called Armada, and the gimmick with Armada was that you could take little guys and plug them into these little ports, and they would give everyone superpowers. So they made a Unicron at that point. You're not going to transform him into a planet. It's just a big planet. But you have a fully posable giant orange Unicron.
Wow. And he does transform into a planet.
It does actually, yeah.
That's pretty rad.
Oh, his cannons are somewhere.
Oh, that's like old, right?
But I don't know if I know who this guy is. I'm not.
The stickers are still on there too. Shockingly.
Oh, remember these the hologram stickers?
Did they do that on purpose? Was there like a point where there was so much like knockoff stuff coming out?
Yes.
As a kid, I remember
Yes.
like, oh well, if it has that hologram sticker,
Then you knew it was.
then you knew Grandma actually didn't buy it at the flea market and get you a knockoff.
And so there was like a black market for hologram stickers.
The arms for Omega Supreme here, but
Omega Supreme. See,
Yeah.
Omega Supreme.
he comes in like 50 different pieces. He's like Lego.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, that's
So you really, I mean, this leg.
that seems like a bad design.
Yeah. Well, you put all these things together, and they form the track that his tank body is going to drive around on, and it's all motorized and everything like that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I did not have Omega Supreme.
Yeah. Well, I had a grandmother who felt guilty about something one day, so now you can't not have.
Yeah.
Of course you
I
got
think everybody.
Prime. He's banged up like hell, but
You played
Now,
with
is
them.
this your original Optimus?
no,
Like,
I never had him as a kid. I bought him at a convention or something like that.
cool. Yeah, I mean, this is classic right here.
Yeah.
The classic box style. Come on, everyone, like the sort of the arms go out a little bit, like, you know, wings, and feet come down. Rubber wheels too.
Yeah.
Real rubber wheels. They don't make them like this.
Nope.
Look, there's the hologram sticker. Head flips up. This is how I like to drive Optimus. Was the
Drive around like that.
the partially transformed version.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Pop this guy open.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy.
I'm always impressed by all the stickers still remaining in old toys. That's always like the things that.
That's impressive. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
often didn't even put stickers on.
Yeah, because
them.
either you didn't put them on or they just got ripped off after.
Yeah.
So this was my first Sunstreaker. Got a little bit of battle damaged here.
Just a little bit. He had an encounter with Starscream. It didn't go well.
And, you know, they get old, they start to get bad. So I use model paint to touch up.
Oh, okay.
This is what an ancient
Ancient
busted up
Cybertronian
one. Oh look, wait, and he does have a head. It just.
Oh boy.
My brother broke his arm when he had a paper route, so I helped him. And in exchange, he was going to buy me a Transformer. I knew I wanted one. I didn't know what they were. So we drove to Sears, and there was a big aisle of toys, and this half was Sunstreaker and this half was Ratchet. And
Really?
That's it. And
That's pretty interesting.
so I sat there for like 20 minutes staring, and then my brother was finally like, "Oh, I saw this one at the hospital. He shoots missiles." I'm like, "All right, cool." And that's,
memory.
stop talking about it now.
Hey, oh! There he is.
There he is.
There's
you
the
know
guy.
he had to be in there.
This would not be
Oh my god.
a thing now.
No.
It's actually, if you took the scope off, that's actually
The
like
Luger.
their kids would get themselves shot.
So I was on my way to a BotCon, the Transformers convention, and they pulled over our bus to search for contraband. I don't know what they were intending to find, but they actually did pull people off the bus. So the cops going around, what are you here for? What are you here for? Where are you going? Where are you traveling for? And I'm like, my friend and I are like, well, we're going to a convention. What kind of convention? I'm like, toys! You're free to go. Which was good because I had him in my bag. Prime needs some backup.
Yes, that's how I was waiting for him.
This is my original, and he's in beautiful condition.
He really is. Oh,
He's a sturdy toy. He's a very, very well
me,
made toy.
Grimlock! The Dinobots were my second favorite, with Grimlock being the top among the Dinobots.
To help them in their never-ending battle against the evil Decepticons, the Autobots create a new breed of robot, Dinobots.
Oh yeah, the Dinobots are... Oh yeah, there we go. On the show, right, he would spit fire?
That's right. His function is flamethrower.
Oh, see.
Nice and easy right there.
Slag. He didn't talk though.
Yeah, it's still so shiny.
Check him out. And the pterodactyl, right?
Yeah, I can't find him.
Swoop.
Oh, I do remember the pterodactyl.
You're close enough.
Call.
He was part of the Predacons, which were all
Predacons.
animals.
The Predacons came just at the very end when I was just getting out.
And together they form Predaking.
Oh, do they join? Yeah?
He's big and sturdy. I'm not going to do it now.
No, because it probably takes 45 minutes.
Yeah, it really does. You were talking about Insecticons.
There we go.
Get some of these guys out for you.
These guys were cool, but I remember them being flimsy too.
Yeah, they are.
Shrapnel. Even though I'm terribly frightened of bugs, these are that's a cool kind of bug. Whatever those beetles are.
Yeah, with this, yeah.
Scare beetles. There we go. Kick back, grasshopper. Now this one's kind of cheap though, because really there's no transforming involved.
Not much now.
He just, he stands up and ta-da! Look, I'm a person now. Now it makes sense too that if you're a race of alien robots from another planet, that you would take on in order to disguise, you would take on the form of giant robotic insects.
To blend in.
Another cricket guy that they made. They all came out around the same time, but they weren't well known. They never were in the show or anything.
Well, and they don't have a matching color scheme like the originals do.
You know what? That's a big deal. That is a big deal.
I feel like it is a big deal. I do. It's sort of like with the Insecticons and the Dinobots and the Constructicons. They felt like they were part of a team,
Right.
a unified.
Yeah, when you start
sort of
mixing
thing.
all the colors.
I mean, they're neat. Actually, this is a pretty good bug replica, especially when you get the legs all splayed out. Then it's kind of creepy.
You get sweating just touching that.
A little bit, yeah.
Got messed up in the box, and you figure you can't not bring out Shockwave eventually.
Shockwave was easily damaged.
Yeah.
I remember the joints were always kind of goofy on him.
So.
But he made that nice noise, and he had a little purple light.
The evil Decepticons have a secret new weapon, Shockwave.
Now Shockwave, I remember Shockwave. He was one of the guys that I had, but I don't remember him showing up in the shows that often.
Nah, he was like nanny sitting Cybertron. Like, all right, I'll be up here in case you guys come back anytime soon, Megatron. I'll keep the light on for you.
I remember the tape deck one, the cassette.
Soundwave.
Soundwave.
Yes.
Yes, I had that.
He's my favorite.
Yeah, this was the one I remember.
See, I almost, when I was at that shop I was telling you about, I was looking for an original Soundwave with the tapes, and they had them with multiple tapes, but yeah, the price was way too much. I know he's searching for cassettes now.
Is that what it was? They had different cassettes for? Oh, okay, yeah.
And there were like two varieties of the Panther, two varieties of the bird, there were two varieties of the guys. There was the red one and the blue one. And then two of the birds, and I think just one of the Panther, right?
That's right.
See, my Transformers memory is
the one, I
still
think.
not so bad. And oh, look at this! What the heck is this thing?
That is a Stegosaurus.
He had a Stegosaurus.
He had a Stegosaurus.
There's like a little hook.
You gotta put a cassette in.
So you could like put that on your like belt.
Yeah, like just like a real,
Sweet.
just like a real
I
one.
never realized that. I never realized that.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, just like a real one. That's so like you can wear him like a little tape, like a Walkman. The best.
On
the
that
best.
note,
He's the best one. And then of course,
Yeah.
the Autobots answer Blaster.
Blaster.
I'm amazed that I remember as many names as I.
It's all coming back. It's all flooding back now. We've yet to break anything. Anyone else's stuff yet.
So far, yeah. It's bound to happen. I did not have Blaster. I felt like it was wrong for the Autobots to try and match Soundwave. And look at that. You can just imagine, you know.
How much do you care about the little guys?
Oh,
here?
the little guys were
I had that.
favorites. So look at these. I love them. I love the little ones.
Was
He was never in the show nearly often. They gave Bumblebee all the focus, but I liked Cliffjumper more as a toy.
Do you remember that?
No,
It's tiny.
I don't think I do.
Those are the mini spies. Sometimes when they re-released the toys, they'd have a freebie, one of these guys in there. And you never knew if it was Autobot or Decepticon unless you put your finger on that thing.
Oh, and this is it. We got a blue Bumblebee.
Maybe 15 years ago, Hasbro figured out that the molds to a lot of these things were still working.
Mm-hmm.
So they topped on one of these things and made keychains out of them.
That is a rad idea.
Yeah. So
That is a. So a few of these are.
maybe no, actually these are all good. Oh, this guy's a keychain.
Oh yeah.
It gave people like me the ability to buy these things for real cheap and enjoy them again and
That's
stuff like
awesome.
that and have them as
That's a
keychains.
good
If I would have known about this when they came out, you bet I would have been rocking a Transformer
They were
keychain.
cheap too. They were like $5-6.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool. I had Bumblebees in both red and yellow. Why did they?
Did you really have a red? If you really had a red Bumblebee, you're gonna be very upset that you lost it.
No,
Here we
don't
go.
tell me. I
Here
really
we
did have
go.
a red Bumblebee.
Or did you have this?
No, because I also had him.
Okay.
Well,
Why?
there's some bad
We're
news
just
for you.
gonna move past that.
I need to know.
It was a mistake that got printed.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
no.
Yeah, and it's worth a lot of money.
What is a lot of money?
Like over 100.
No, I mean I could live with that. If you would have
You were-
said,
if you said you could pay your house off with it.
yeah, if,
No,
you,
no.
if you would have said like the mid 4 digits, I probably would have been throwing myself out the window or something.
Old school cars.
Yeah.
There
That
we go.
Screams 80s.
We're under attack! It's the Decepticons! Get more Autobots!
Transformers, more than meets the eye.
The Transformers from Hasbro.
This was the one everyone wanted.
I had that.
But oh yeah, I mean he was rad, and I don't even remember what his name was.
Sideswipe.
Sideswipe.
The tops of these
Top
always fell off, so I would glue them together with crazy glue, and now he's stuck in like that.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Hoist. Remember Jazz?
Jazz, and he was the second favorite of everybody's.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Jazz is impossible to transform.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, he's a little tricky.
These two were, I think, widely considered, at least among my friends, like the two coolest ones. Oh, there we go.
These are the Stunticons, if you remember them. 5 Decepticon vehicles to
Double
turn into a
wheels.
giant.
And obviously, their whole gimmick was that the vehicles could do crazy
Stunts.
stuff.
His function is terrorist. Can you imagine doing that now?
Wow, yeah. Here we go.
So now this is another one that was made recently. You can tell because the missile's obscene. As opposed to my original Skywarp, which you can see the paint.
Yeah, there were 3 jets, right?
There you go. There's Thundercracker, Skywarp.
Thundercracker, that's right.
I remember that. The blue one.
I have the wings in my crayon box from
Yeah.
kindergarten.
Smart man. You gotta have the wings on the...
This one was the one that I wanted so bad. Skywarp, because he's awesome looking and he could teleport. I mean,
A little known fact, the actual toy could teleport too.
It's true.
Yes.
It ate up D batteries like crazy.
That's That's Thrust. He's a
VTOL?
Yeah.
My friend Jim Daney had all three of these.
And Eric used to just go over his house to play with them.
Well, because we didn't have a lot of crossover in our collection, so we would get together.
Oh, okay.
We would
Yeah,
get together and do what kids did, have our wars and all that stuff. Uh-oh, I heard that.
Insecticons are in here.
Yeah.
He sounded like a fly though.
Yeah.
Flies are up.
We're safe right now.
We are in a hot. I mean, we really do film in an attic, obviously, and it's hot. It's the middle of July, and
And the windows are open, and there's flies.
With 3 grown men discussing Transformers, of course it's hot. Now, you probably don't remember any green one from back then.
no.
If you read the bio on it, it talks about how he was kind of always in the background, never really a major thing. Every once in a while in the cartoon, they'd paint somebody wrong. The color scheme would be off. So they just decide to make one.
They retconned him in.
Yeah, they
That's
just
hilarious.
stuck him in there.
That is so comic booky.
It's great. Remember RC?
Yeah. Well, only from the show. I didn't know they made her into a toy.
Last year they finally did. They made a couple things and called it RC, but this is pretty dead on.
Yeah, I remember it being on the show and all that, but never remember there being a toy ever.
It's easy to transform. Pop it around real quick.
It's essential. I like that.
Just have to have your muscle memory remember how they move.
Instead of having Rubik's Cube competitions, they should have
They
Transformer
should.
competitions.
Do they have that at any of the,
the cons got
the
it.
cons have
Probably,
it?
yeah.
Wow.
She's pretty cool.
Oh, wow. That's actually pretty impressive.
Look at
Look
that.
at that. Little plushy Optimus. Easiest transform ever.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, that is.
This is Softimus Prime. I'm not kidding.
Softimus Prime.
Couple old books.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I gotta check these out. A Big Looker storybook. Insecticon Attack. What one do you have there?
I have more. Oh, no, that's not it. Yeah, Decepticon Hijack. Is that what you said?
No, this is the Insecticon Attack.
Oh.
It was a beautiful day and the sun was shining on the Autobots' peaceful camp. Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, and Hound were sitting beneath a tree. As usual, the topic of conversation was their evil enemies, the Decepticons. I saw some Decepticons driving through the mountain passage a few miles from here yesterday, Bumblebee said. It seems as though they were looking for something. Trouble, probably, Optimus replied. Trouble and fighting are their favorite sports. Beachcomber, the gentle geologist, was pacing back and forth. He didn't like to hear about the Decepticons. They made him nervous. He always had to smoke some weed in order to calm himself down. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Board
Board
game.
game. There's really not much transformery to. Oh, there's a chessboard here. That's cool.
I was going to say, what? What?
There are mini-bots along each side, and you have to go around and rescue them. And that's really it. So you get little cards like Trailbreaker moves you 2 spaces, your choice. You're a green Optimus, or you're an orange Optimus, or whatever.
They call it the Transformers Adventure Game. Skywarp teleports another player back to the center. Blast you, Skywarp! Ironhide protects you from any Decepticon. Save this card. Thank you. Frenzy makes you crazy. You're broken down for 1 turn. Mirage makes you trade spaces with another player.
The back is cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a little bit of a glare. I'm trying to put on a little sound.
There you go.
The art style is, like, very different and kind of cool.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, like, look at...
this is frameable.
Yeah, it is. That's pretty awesome. Oh.
Do you remember
The
these that
box.
came in every boxed toy?
Oh,
so
yeah.
you can see what
That's cool.
what you're missing.
This brings back
Right.
so many memories. Oh, my God.
See, that's where the art came from.
Yes, this is the original lineup right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's the full original lineup. So this is, yeah. Let's see, who did I have?
Got him, need him, got him,
Yeah.
There we go.
In the world of the Transformers, nothing is what it seems. Meet the Constructicons, 6 evil robots that transform into one mechanical giant.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers.
It's Devastator! 6 Constructicons in 1!
Transformers,
Devastator's
more
attacking!
than meets the eye.
Constructicons gift set sold separately from Hasbro.
Oh yeah, see, I remember. Oh yeah, the bulldozer was cool. Dump truck's kind of cool. Dumpy, he was called Dumpy.
Dumpy.
They eventually came out with a Dumpicon series. It was just a whole line of dump trucks. Hooky, or no, Hooker. He was.
No, his name was really Hook.
Little known fact, voiced by William Shatner. You know,
TJ.
that's right.
Okay, got it. Wait, where is he going with that?
These were my third favorites.
Third.
After Soundwave, and then the Dinobots. I forgot that these even existed.
Yeah.
You lunch in here too.
You would put the what do you call it?
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
my notes.
This was what was on the boxes, and you remember like the little
with the
red.
red, and you could read the secret codes.
You know, I actually didn't bring one of those. I should have, because our eyes are older now. It's not as easy as it used to be.
I can see it though. Yeah, the blue
Yeah.
heartbeat.
Take
one.
them out. And you can page through, because I put a lot of them in
Oh,
order.
cool. Right.
My own personal order. So we start with the mini box, and then you go on.
You got to show that to the camera.
Yeah. Constructicons on one side, Jets on the other. You know, it's important stuff.
Yeah, you got to. They have to be organized.
So, and Devastator, I never had his card, so I just wrote it in on the bottom.
He had a card.
I don't know. I can't. If he did, it's ridiculously expensive because it would have come with the 6
Oh,
pack.
it is. It's right there.
Yeah, boom.
Years of.
There we go. Got some tape. I can just fix that right
Yeah,
now.
see that? Oh yeah, the points.
Robot points. You trade them in for whatever.
Did you ever trade them in for
Yeah.
anything?
The
Because then these were things that you could only get if you traded them in, right?
right. So if you got your robot points, you would send out for the reinforcements from Cybertron.
I like how they made it lore.
They all had like little alternate little thing, because this one shot a missile, and this one had wings too, like a DeLorean.
Oh.
There you go. Wait a minute, rock lords.
Oh yeah, I got one in here.
They're powerful living rocks.
You control their appearance, but no force in the universe can contain the power and the fury of Rock Lord. Shaking, quaking, crashing, breaking, Rock Lord, powerful living rock. He's sold separately from Tonka.
Like this one, Tombstone. It literally is a rock that turns into a robot. I brought him because this one's actually the coolest of them.
There's a whole series of them on the bottom, and the names are glorious.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Nugget, Boulder, Sticks and Stones, Granite, Magmar, Tombstone. Okay, Tombstone. Powerful living rocks.
Some old school books. One of them's like a library.
There we go.
Choose Your Own Adventures.
Oh, are they?
Yep.
Cool. Everyone likes Choose Your Own Adventures. Find Your Fate, Junior. What the what? What is that all about?
Okay, Dad.
Yeah, this is the unofficial hardcover, the library.
Mm-hmm.
The library hardcover.
You must stop the Decepticons from striking at the lifeblood of the Autobots.
Certainly, there's got to be someone more competent than me to stop the Decepticons. So, if you needed more geek cred, this is my first Christmas tree in my first apartment in 1999, where I decorated with Transformers.
Wow. Yeah.
My roommate was nice enough to let me keep it up there for a few days before we took it down. All right, these were the
Yeah.
other things that you were
that's
talking
cool.
about.
This is the bios. These aren't there's no stories in here. These are bios. So this is where you find out all the nitty-gritty details.
So this is the one I was talking about Shockwave being a badass.
Jeez.
Yeah.
This is a classic cover. This is
That's
gorgeous.
fantastic stuff.
This is the Transformers War Within, the series I talked about that created the Fallen that was in one of the movies. So that's signed by the writer and artist, and it comes with the script.
Oh,
Nice.
that's cool.
Look
Did
at
you
the...
notice it's in Comic Sans?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What?
It is interesting when you
That's
start
amazing.
looking at it. It's like, Foom! Waoon! The official How to Draw Transformers.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Open
That's
that
cool.
up.
Nice. Easy step-by-step instructions on each character's amazing transformations.
It's like, okay, we got a stick figure, and then all of a sudden, and then all this stuff. Like,
It's very...
step 1, draw a square. Step 2, draw a
Yeah,
completely realized
from there to
character.
there.
Yeah.
This is a pencil case I got for Christmas this year.
Oh, see, that's
Like,
cool.
Legit classic.
Classic pencil case. Pencil cases were the jam.
Right?
Yeah.
The jam. I think I just misused that.
Lunchbox, pencil case. You had to have two... They're the things you had to... They had to
Yeah.
be cool.
I gotta tell you, Chris, this is pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Pretty impressive. Cool stuff.
So,
Oh.
we were talking about Beast Wars.
Look at that.
It really
I'm
looks
sorry. It's horrific.
And then the White Tiger.
Wow.
That one's Japanese only.
Oh.
Because I'm that much of a geek, I ordered it from Japan.
I mean, I'm anti-Beast Wars.
I'm just trying to broaden your horizon, show, even though some of them have, like, ferocious cod pieces. My favorite new one was one I just got at BotCon, so I'm going to kind of close off with this. You remember Ironhide and Ratchet when you were kids? Do you remember what they look like in toy mode versus the TV show?
Yeah, somewhat, yeah.
The toy didn't look like anything like the TV show.
Right.
So, to answer the call of geeks, they finally made one that looks legit.
Look at that.
This is the Masterpiece Edition, and they've made masterpieces of a bunch of people.
With the giant Nissan
Yeah,
logo.
look at that.
Yeah. So there's one episode where he used a little X-ray and it appeared on his chest, so they put that in there. So there's one episode where he borrowed someone's backpack, so they had to put that in there. And he has two different faces for different personality things going on.
Because, if they miss one of these things...
Yeah,
they-
someone's going to give him some shit about it.
I have to try to remember how to transform this because I've only
See
done
if
it
you
a
can
couple
do it.
times.
Yeah, you better be careful. These are really cool.
You have like a favorite that stands out? Like something that...
My favorite Autobot is probably Prowl. My favorite Decepticon is probably Soundwave. I like the smart guys.
Good choices, both. Prowl's one of the favorites of everyone in Soundwave. I mean, he's the best.
Yeah, he really is.
He's the best one. He even had the best voice on the show.
Prepare for battle. Operation Warfare.
Fun fact, it's the same voice as Claw from Inspector Gadget.
I'll be back.
Good deal. Well, man, we've looked at a lot of cool-ass Transformers.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah, definitely cool stuff.
I left most of them home.
Yeah, that's...
I'm serious.
Again, thank you. This was cool.
No problem.
Cool as hell.
Thank you.
Till next time. If anyone has some cool stuff and you're in the tri-state area and you want to, come in and bring it in, leave some comments, send some notes, whatever, because we definitely want to check it out.